Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Transfer News Latest. Now, we have a lot of news to get into today, including a Newcastle update, some other stuff, and a whole lot more. So let's get into it. Before I get started, I would like to remind you guys to please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out. Also, comment down below on your thoughts on the current transfer news. We start with some news that has come through in the last few hours. The deal for Jack Grealish to Everton is locked and loaded. Here we go. Everton have agreed a loan deal with Manchester City for the winger, with the medicals set for later today. This is another player who will definitely strengthen the attack of David Moyes, so Everton should be a team to watch this season. We can also see how Manchester City are looking to offload their mid-players. And another mid-player Man City are looking to offload is Savinho, who has attracted a lot of interest from Tottenham Hotspur. In an exclusive story from Fabrizio Romano, Spurs have already sent their first proposal, worth £43 million, but Man City want more. Negotiations are ongoing with City, open to selling the player, who is keen on the move. So the deal is on, says Romano. More will definitely come on this story. In addition, Nottingham Forest are closing in on a deal to sign James McAtee from Manchester City. The agreement is in its final stages, with the fee expected to be in the range of £20 million. Lock and load, viewers, the Here We Go is expected soon. This would obviously be a great signing for Mr. Marinakis. Nottingham Forest. This would also mean that we can again see how Man City are willing to sell all of their academy talents, only to spend another £1 billion and wonder why they're trash. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if McAtee goes to Forest, ends up being class, and Chelsea try and sign him next summer. Wouldn't be surprised. Now on to the second bit of news that has come out in the last few hours, and that is Kingsley Coman is set to join Al Nassr. The deal is locked and loaded. Here we go. According to Fabrizio Romano, the deal has been agreed, with Bayern set to receive €30 million for the French winger. Coman will fly out to Saudi Arabia this week to complete the deal. Oh, I also forgot, there has also been big news. Newcastle have made a signing. That's right, they have signed Malick Thiaw from AC Milan. The deal was agreed yesterday, with Newcastle set to pay €40 million or £34 million for the centre-back. So Newcastle have finally signed a player, though a part of me is expecting him to back out last minute and sign for Manchester United. Actually, Chelsea need a centre-back, you could sign for them. Also, right now, Newcastle were supposedly in for Nicholas Jackson. However, there has been no news on that for a while. But there has been other news from Chelsea. It was reported by Carve Solikol that Chelsea values Xavi Simons at £50 million, while Leipzig wants 60. So, Chelsea have decided to try and swap Simons for Nkunku. According to The Guardian, Nkunku is keen on a return to his former club. So, Todd Boehly, I say this to you. Actually, I don't think he does the transfer anymore. But anyway, I say this to you. Get this deal done. Swap Simons for Nkunku, give Leipzig an extra 10 mil to take him, and you're good. See? Lessons from Liam. Always worth noting. Apparently, Chelsea need Jackson and Nkunku to leave before they can bring in Simons and Garnacho. And the Prem starts this weekend, so I hope the deals are done soon. And actually now I hope they're done even quicker, because Man City have entered the race to sign Xavi Simons and hope to sign him with the likely departure of Savinho. Personally, I don't think Man City have a chance. We're the world champions! Who would want to sign for a feigning club in Manchester? And I don't mean United. Going back to AC Milan actually, and they have signed Koni de Winter from Genoa for €20 million. Honestly, it is really nice to see that they have already signed a replacement for Malick Thiaw. In addition to that, Milan have begun discussing for a loan move for Rasmus Højlund. According to Fabrizio Romano, United won a €6 million loan fee, with the option to buy him for €45 million. However, Højlund does not want to leave, so we will have to see what happens. And some news that has also just come in, actually, and Manchester City are considering a move for Rodrigo. Real Madrid will let him leave if he wants to, but they will want north of €100 million for him. So honestly, I think it would be a good decision for Rodrigo to leave. He has hardly played for Real Madrid since Xabi Alonso took over. However, I don't think a move to Manchester City would be good for him. I do think what Mark Goldbridge tweeted about this makes sense to me. Obviously, he is saying this as a fan of Manchester United, but I do agree with what he says. Rodrigo is a class player, and Man City have, since the beginning of last season, been in the mud. Actually, that's a lie. Since the beginning of 2024, Man City have been in the mud. And while Guardiola likes this player, and he could maybe do well under the Guardiola system, there is also a high chance of him being a flop. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this story. Well, I think I'm going to leave the video here. I'm tired. It's after midnight, and I will probably have to take it. I can't talk. It will probably take an hour to edit and upload this. So, thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make these late nights worth it for me, please. And be sure to get your comments in on your thoughts on the current transfer news. Thank you, and goodbye. I need a coffee to edit this. All alcohol.